Pop out at your party. Fucking hell. Morning everyone, what we saying? What are we saying everyone? Let me get the YouTube link sent in real quick. Markets are fucking weird today, aren't they? To be honest, the markets are weird today. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Right, boom. Let's go. Morning. Morning Jedi. Morning Mollis. Morning Sesame. Morning Cam. Morning Josh. Morning GTA. Fucking hell, what a mad name you have. GTA Killsbury. Fucking hell. Morning everyone on TikTok. Yeah, I'm really bullish on EUGU. Even that, to be fair, ain't bad. Two sex, boys. Yeah, EU's looking the nicest for sure. EU's looking the nicest, in my opinion. Two sets, chat. We sort something. Me 2 secs. What the fuck is this shit? 2 secs, boys. Alright, sweet. Turn this back on. Alright, boys, yo, what we saying? Morning, everyone. Sorry about the sun. I passed phase 1 yesterday, nice. This will be the move I'm mainly looking for. Not a great move, I'll be honest, there's not really that many moves. Not really that many moves today, Chad, I'm seeing. And this is definitely the main one. Yeah, this is, let me drag this out a little bit. This is a U, yeah. Had the same setup, but I didn't get him. What are you saying, El Slappo? Yeah, Shane, nice, past that. What are you saying, Ben Walker? If I missed any of your comments, boys, just say again. I'm looking at you, Joe. Wouldn't you wait for them equal lows to be taken? Hang on. Yeah. I feel like it's just a bit late for that, bro, to be fair. I think it just is a little bit late for that. If I'm being honest. I think we will see a run to the upside. I mean, it still remains to be seen, mate. I need a fucking little tissue. Sorry, boys. Needed that. I'm still waiting for a clearer shift on the 5 min. I mean, we've had an inversion on the 15 minute. That's the main confirmation. We do really want a significant break out of these levels, though. Let me read the chat, 2 sets. What you saying, Richard? Morning, Richard. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Mohammed. I'm in EU longs. Nice. News today for the Euro. Yeah, we'll go back on the news. Just to refresh, we do have decently big news at 1:15. I'm looking to short EU. I'm long on EU. A lot of people's trading EU. There's a 4-hour FEG below SL on EU. Yeah, we are aware of that one. Lou, wouldn't you wait for those equal lows to be broken? What's up, Lou? How you doing? I'm all good, Trizzy. Yeah, Mohammed, I'll get into that. I think also gonna go for longs. Fair play. Yeah. By the way, boys, I'm live on YouTube as well. If you're wondering who else I'm talking to. KZFX, what you saying is, I don't know if that's KZFX or KZ. I know KZFX. I don't know KZ. Don't worry, I've bought 200 lots on gold. Sure you have. You're a braver man than me. I'm still waiting for a cleaner shift. Yeah, sorry boys, if I missed any comments, just ask them again. How much you make weekly from trading, bro? Thing is about trading is it's a big misconception that it's consistent. Trading's really inconsistent. So people, what your main goal is in trading is to be profitable over 12 months. If you look at it week by week, you're never going to be profitable because you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to be chasing them profits. So really over 12 months, you want to be making between 2 and 5, really 2 and 5% per month. If you're hitting those numbers per month, that's beautiful. And you got to think in trade, it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you have, right? So you can't really earn more than this. Take it from me. You can't really chase more than 2 to 5% a month. It's just not possible without taking more risk, which is just not good. So the main thing is to get your account bigger, get a bigger account, get more funding, which is why we preach. Obviously, personally, I'd say FTMO or ACG. I've got a discount code with ACG, so I mean they're a lot cheaper, they're a lot easier to pass. So the point I'm trying to make is you can get 100k account in a matter of a month just from 2 good months of trading. Then suddenly that 2 to 5% a month is obviously 2 to 5k. And then the beauty of that is you just then scale this account, and you get another account with ACG, and obviously they max out at 400k. So time you're 400k funded with them, which obviously takes work, but it's very doable. 400k. Obviously that then 2 to 5 is worth 8 to 20k, right? So that's the reality of it. Depends on the person, brother, but what you said is reasonable. I mean, that's pretty much the standard, bro, in the industry, like 2% a month. If you're getting anything better than that, then you're seen as a pretty impressive trader. Did 4.8% last month. Obviously, that doesn't mean you, like some people, the version of consistency is different. Like some people's version of consistency would be 2% a month, and then 3, and then 4, and then 2, and then 1, and then 3, like kind of very consistent. Whereas other people's might be 8% one month, and then 0% the next month, and then 12% the next month, and they lose 4% the next month, and then they lose 1% the next month, and then it's another 6%. But this person will still finish the same on averages as the person before that was 2, 1, 3, 4. It's just you got to choose which type of trader you really want to be. Seeming like we're breaking out of this high now, which is nice. Everyone double tap the screen. You think a funded account or a live account is better to start? I think funded is better, but they both have their pros and cons, to be fair. Both definitely got their pros and cons. Morning, Luch. Loaded up the streams to see we're in the same trade. Lovely, Jim. You must be learning a lot, man. Well, you might not be in it, but I'm in EU longs. Yeah. Having one of those mornings, Lou. Feel like the market is testing me. Feel proper dumb. Mindset is fucked. Might have to switch off and come back Monday, refreshed and renewed. Why is that, Sesame? Why is that, bro? Yeah, Thanos, we are. We sure are. You still not feeling right now? I'll be honest, bro. I feel alright now. I'm just, you still got the old like cough and cold part of it. Yeah, if I did miss any comments, boys, just let me know again. This is running pretty nicely though. On the 8 hour, we're hoping that this CRT does come through. just taking out all these equal highs. We'll track order flow, that's the main thing we can do. So we'll mark out these imbalances and we will ignore, we'll try to ignore everything else and just focus on the imbalances because they're the things that really matter to us right now. So obviously came into this imbalance, this is the next one we want to see get disrespected really, boys. And this music's a little bit loud. To be fair, it's always, I think, this part in the song that it gets louder. Yeah, GU as well. I've really got the same bias in terms of the overall range on GU. Really, we're going from. Where the fuck is the Fibonacci? Sorry, am I retarded? Where is it, bro? For some reason, I bet I couldn't find that. It's really from this low to this high. Or this low to this high. Depends really, but obviously this is clearly part of this same range. But at least I think it is. I wouldn't see that as a change of character. I just see it as part of a greater range. So here to there. I wouldn't see this as a break of any type of low. But yeah, we got that order block that we reacted off of, 15 minute. And then obviously after we had this, by the way, we had this order block since yesterday. I don't know if you remember. On Tuesday, we had that sell on GU. If you've been here, we had that sell on GU, and we said we wanted to close it here because this is where obviously there was a fair value gap there to be filled, and then the order block below. And obviously we filled that fair value gap. Didn't tap the order block, but we filled the fair value gap, and then obviously rallied higher. But it was kind of short-lived. Took out the Asia high, and then obviously reversed. Straight away came down, and then we tapped into that order block again. When we tapped into that order block, obviously, as we normally do, we normally tap twice. We tapped once, tapped twice. And the second time, I had a change of character, confirming that the market has shifted to bullish. So what we're really looking for now is the next move up. So this next break and move to continue to the external high. By the way, we are bullish overall, so should really be right here. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see this, how we do with this 15-minute fair value gap. Definitely be interesting to see. I feel like you boys can't really see much. I don't know why. Normally, I feel like you can normally see more of the screen, but maybe I'll just move it like that. Is that better? It's a bit better, I suppose, isn't it? It's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Sweet. Let me see the chat. Yeah, YouTube, if I missed any comments or TikTok, just let me know again. Why don't you want those equal lows to be swept first? Just don't see any reason to. How many trades has your group won this past 30 days, roughly? Yeah, so we're more of a mentorship, bro. I'll be honest. The main thing we do is mentorship. We do have signals as well, but signals is not really like, oh, how many wins have you placed? It's more sort of serious trading. So there's going to be a select amount of trades. It's not like racing to have the most amount of trades. It's just the highest quality setups, really, that we're trying to have. So whether that be 3 trades in a whole month, if they're the 3 best trades, then that is just what it is. That's just the reality of trading. And that's sort of the lines where you go down. Because most people with brokers, by the way, boys, so we're not with a broker. There's no need for us to be with a broker, so. So we can place what we want when we want. The absolute best quality when we want. Hopefully we can close above this. Sorry, boys. Yeah, we do have interest rates, but it's not till 1:30. Do you think the liquidity level indicator is good? Nah, bro, I don't. I really don't. Appreciate all the modding, Sesame. Yeah, Sesame, try to stay for the whole live if you can, because it does bear up having you in there, not gonna lie. Yeah, you don't want a liquidity indicator. Okay, I realised I'm bare far back on comments. Yeah, sorry, boys. Yeah, liquidity. Yeah, you can't really have an indicator for liquidity. If you want an indicator for liquidity, believe it or not, the best one's this one, my one. So this is our own indicator that we made for our members of the Discord. This is going to show you your Asia session, your New York session, and your London session. And the thing is, liquidity is going to be different every day, unless you're using time-based levels, which is the only one that makes sense. And this is basically what I've built into this indicator. So, for example, every time-based level, so it's got Asia high and low, New York high and low, London high and low, previous day high and low, previous week high and low, and they're your main liquidity points. You don't need an indicator. Just remember that. Weekly high and low, daily high and low, and then your sessions. So your Asia high and low, your London high and low, and then your New York high and low. That's what you need. I'll be honest. That's all you really need. Yeah, I am affiliated with ACG, by the way, boys. So if you want an account with them, use my code, and I'll give you in return for that. Give you a nice little reward. By the way, boys, make sure you are here tomorrow. I'm giving away a 50k account in my Discord, as we always do every Friday. What's this? This is EU, bro. Can you see it taking prior week high? I'd focus on the prior day for now. I mean, EU's very awkward because it wasn't too bullish for the start of the week. Obviously, we know that GU was the main one. GU was very strong, but we did have obviously a lot of news yesterday. Well, not a lot of news, but news yesterday for the pound. What's the indicator called? So this is an indicator we made for our members. You can't really just find it on there. This is the Riches Effect daily session indicator. Just join my Discord, boys, and drop a message in the free chat, and I can send it over to you. But you can't just like type it up and find it. You got to be sent it, and then you can click that, which adds it to favourites. If anyone's wondering what the pair is, it says down there, boys. Now, can you explain how to use the prior day high, low, and prior week high, low, and 50% levels too? Yeah, it's very similar to the way you use this. In terms of the weekly, you more want to use it as your premium and discount zones more than anything. You want to use it as your premium discounts. Someone said, why do you not? Yeah, well, I mean, a few people said, why not sweep equal lows first? Because sometimes you've got to look at the bigger picture, boys. So, yeah, we've got these equal. Well, I don't know what you'd even consider equal lows. To be fair, maybe these equal lows here. But what I've noticed recently is that EU and GU have not really been exactly correlated with their POIs. They've just been correlated with the direction. I've noticed even this day, we caught that there was lovely CRT on EU here, which was mainly looking for, and that was what was completed, versus GU, which was more of an actual POI. But the main thing that I saw, and the main thing that I was looking at on this, if I'm honest, is let me go to the 4 hour and I'll show you EU, who I'm pretty confident we're moving up, and why I was yesterday as well, overall. So yeah, so basically when we're stuck with these big candle ranges, so you see this high here and this low, this big candle, we want to break out of them. So this one took out the high, this is called CRT. When we take out the high and close back within the candle range, we normally rally down to the low. So that's exactly what we was looking for. So this is the 4 hour, by the way, on EU. This is exactly how we knew where we was gonna go. So yeah, we was in this main candle range here, but also this part of a much bigger one here. You see this green candle here, which is a much bigger one. Like that, right? So we broke out this candle range, took out the high, and then clearly wanted to rally down to the low and take out the low, which we did. So really, after breaking out of that range, we should have broken out of this big range here. We know we need to break out of it eventually, because we're just stuck between these confines. There's liquidity either side. There's going to be liquidity above and liquidity below. We know that before there's going to be a real parabolic move, we have to either break the high or break the low. So the fact we come all the way down here and then didn't break the low, didn't move an extra 20-30 pips to break the low, and instead reversed like 150 pips, told us we're not coming all the way up here to then go back down and take out this low. It told me more that we in fact intend to take out the high of this candle, and we don't care about breaking out to the bottom. We only wanted to use this candle for our liquidity, which we have, and then this candle is the side we're actually going to break out of. So that's pretty much why I'm confident we're bullish on EU, and then it's just about finding the setup that sort of moves in line with that. So for example, here we've got the 8-hour CRT starting to form. So yeah, we really want it to move like that and go up to the candle high. When we take out a candle low, we want it to rally up to the candle high. Normally after you've got to close, but I know this one we're kind of predicting a little bit. Then GU's a little bit different, but GU's just a similar thing really. It's just having a bias really. So obviously got this order block here, as I said, was looking at it earlier in the week. But obviously in terms of internal, external, you've got to think, what does price do? It comes down, it fills internal liquidity, then it moves to external liquidity, right? So we want it to take out the high. So that's why we want it to come into this order block and then take out that high. So the move we're looking for is that, which again makes sense. We've seen a change of character so far. You see the break of that high and then price start to move up. And we've got some imbalance here on the higher time frame. Be interesting to see if we come down like that or if we just carry on. But overall, I think we've got decent confirmation that we're moving higher on the pound. I wouldn't be looking for sells, that's for sure. I think a lot of people might have been induced by this big candle here. Let me know if that was you, if you got induced by this move at about 8 o'clock on the dot. Bro, got the same analysis. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro. Makes sense. Great explanation, bro. Fair play. Cheers, Mohammed. Good morning. How are you? I'm all good, calls, bro. Peace out, Lou. See you in the Discord later once this hits TP. Have a good day, fella. Appreciate you, Jim. Have a good one, bro. Yeah, chat. What we saying? What you saying? Gold. Yeah. If I missed any comments, let me know in the chat, YouTube. Nice. We had a close past this imbalance, boys, which is obviously that just being disrespected. So now we can really see order flow flipping. Be interesting to see if we use this again as a zone to move like that with. This is exactly really what we did with this. So it's the same thing really. It's just tracking order flow. We have a fair value gap here. Price should come into it and move down, as we do in bearish markets. But what does price do? Come into it, consolidate, use it to react off and break out. So yeah, as soon as we close above here, notice this candle closes above it. This one here from 7:30 on the dot. That's our confirmation there. And then let's just set our limit there. Boom, boom. What's the pair? It's EURUSD, bro. It does say down there. People, make sure you're getting in the Discord, man. Make sure you are getting in the Discord. Make sure you're getting in the code. Will it reach that 4-hour high? We're hoping it reaches the 8-hour high, Magaville. 196 on there, come on. Double tap the screen, boys. 1.2k likes in here. Let's get 10k likes in here real quick. Everyone double tap the screen. 200 man in here. We've got about 55, 60 on YouTube. Big up to both of yous. I mean, gold short, can we check? I'll check golds in a sec, boys. I'll check gold in a sec. Disrespected that fair value gap now. Really the final thing will be nice to break, will be this high. If we can break that high, that's really our final confirmation of where to invest. Mad. Can you see EU coming for prior week high? Everyone keeps saying this. Everyone keeps saying, can you see it coming to prior week high? Yeah, that is my main draw, is that prior week high. It is my main draw. So I suppose you could be aiming for that if you really wanted to. The thing is, a lot can happen in the week, right? So we may want to still go to that. But bear in mind that, let me get rid of that. So our entry's there, stop loss there. So we may rally up to this 100%, but we may go like this or something like that, and then we'll do it. It may be something like that, and we'd still be right. We'd still be 100% correct in what we wanted. Take out this low, then rally to this high. We'll be bang on correct, but we'd have lost the trade. Why? Because we didn't get out when we know we should have. So you need to fight fight people your own weight. So if you're entering on the 5-minute time frame, you have a 5-minute take profit. If you're entering on the 4-hour time frame, you have a 4-hour take profit. What you don't do is enter on the 5-minute time frame, then set a take profit on a 4-hour. Because if you're fighting above your weight, you're not actually seeing the bigger picture. You're just setting a take profit. So although it looks nice and it looks attractive to do, it's not really the best thing to do. You should always set it based on the time frame you're actually looking at. Thoughts on GJ? Have a look at GJ. Oh mate, GJ's moved perfectly to what we wanted. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. As we said, boys, we wanted, I'm not going to lie, mate, we got this bang on. So we had this CRT, we obviously want this CRT to be completed. Took out this candle low, so we want to come into this candle high. I believe it's a daily candle. Yeah, it is a daily candle, as you can see. And then on the 4-hour, yeah, we had that blatant imbalance there, so we just wanted price to obviously come down, fill that imbalance, which it has. So now we just want it to rally basically up to the high. So we want it to rally up to that candle high, as we've started to do. And overall, on a higher time frame perspective, you only really want it to come up so then it can continue down. But yeah, I'm happy with what we've done on GU so far. Not why we called that fucking to the T. Mainly happened during the Asia session and PM session, but still nice. But yeah, I wasn't getting juiced into sells, boys, to be fair. I just better wouldn't. I mean, we've got a 4-hour inversion fair value gap here, which could be a decent level for like retests. If you draw it on. So yeah, I suppose we could come into that, and then you look for some type of entry to form. But yeah, I wouldn't really be looking for anything other than buyers on GJ, in my opinion. Yeah, boys, make sure you are getting in the Discord. Best community in the UK for sure. EU sells. Me personally, I'm not going against bias if people are shorting. Yeah, for real, Josh. For real. Would EG shorts be valid if it retraces to the DTO before 10? Let's have a look. Fucking old EG. EG is just it's a weird pair right now. I'll be honest, EG is not reacting off anything on the higher time frame. It's got no respect for anything on the higher time frame. You promised gold. Oh yeah, I'll do gold next, bro. Do gold next. Bear with me. Yeah, it's not reacting off anything. It's not respecting. Like, I didn't respect anything down there. Didn't respect anything there. Like, there's nothing there really that we've actually done. So yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing here either that we've actually reacted off of. So it's not really like we've come into this imbalance fully either or anything. So yeah, it's really rubbish really. Only thing I'm seeing is this imbalance to fill and then go higher. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it if I'm being honest. There's not really too much on the higher time frame that it's given us. We look on the daily, but even that, even the daily's given us fuck all, to be fair, boys, I'll be honest. The one thing we are seeing is CRT though. I mean, we've seen it the daily candle, but it's only starting to form. So I mean, on the 8-hour, we do have that, so that could potentially come through. Again, there's not really anything we've actually reacted off of to the upside. A bit of imbalance, but it's not really anything significant, is it? Plus, that's not really the distribution candle, that one is. So, it's a bit short. But yeah. So, I reckon we will probably just come down until at least half of that, at least half of the fair value gap. So, if not the CRT low. So it's whether we want to fall, what, 10 pips, 20 pips, or 30 pips. Really, that is literally it. But either way, I do think we'll continue down for a little while. It remains to be seen if we want to complete this and move higher, or if we just want to complete the imbalance and move higher, or if we just want to dump. But right now, sells. Just continue what price has already done. There's no evidence right now. We're not tapping into anything major on the left here. It's going to make price reverse the current order flow. I mean, we've taken out the Asia low, I know, but again, you want something really in line with it, confirming. The only thing I can really see would be like an imbalance here, for example. Like that, for example, but main thing I'll be looking at is the order flow on the 15, nearer to actual price itself. So that, for example. So really we should feel that imbalance and break the low. Is the higher time frame IFEG, is that something you look at? Yeah, I do look at it. It's not a major thing for me though, if I'm honest. It's not a major thing. Join via the Discord link, boys. Yeah, how do I get your indicator? I was a little bit too late. Yeah, join via the Discord link, boys, and just say in the free chat, ask for the indicator. I know you lot are talking about, it says down there, boys, what pair it is. Right, so let's have a look at, yeah, we retested this 15-minute now. As we said, just like we did down here, we should retest. So we're starting to do that now. Let's have a look at gold, because I know this guy was bare wanting to see gold. I mean, gold's the same thing really, just buy, nothing else. You never want to sell gold. Don't be getting in gold sells, definitely not. Right now we filled the internal, so if we look at the current range as being, it depends where you look at it from. You've got to be sort of careful with gold anyway, with the range. I mean, really you'd say the range is from here to here, right? So you'd want it to come down into a discount and then buy, but you can't really look at gold like you're looking at everything else because it's so bullish. So that's the first thing, never sell gold, never. Until price has fallen by maybe, yeah, like until gold's lost like another literally 5, 10, not even 5, 10% of its value. If gold loses 10% of its entire value, then I'll be potentially looking to sell. That's how bullish it is. How much dough you made off the charts? Fair bit, bro. I've been trading full time for like 3 years now. But yeah, taps into that and ran obviously, but it's so bullish, so don't even think about selling it. That's the first thing. Second thing is, where do we actually buy? Now we want to look for decent fair value gaps. This is a decent fair value gap, to be fair, and we've taken out a pretty significant 4-hour candle as well. So we've taken out that. We've obviously got 48 minutes left until the 4-hour close. But yeah, we took it out like that. Like that. So yeah, we have filled that imbalance. Taken out the Asia low as well. Could be a good time to be getting in gold. Could be a good time. First thing I'll be waiting for, if we just get rid of this indicator for a second, would be this fair value gap here. I'd want to see it closed above. Just say that same way we did see on EU. We'd want to see there. So make that a little bit lighter. Right, we want to see this one closed above, because in a bearish market we should fill these fair value gaps and move down. Fill the fair value gaps and move down. So if we come into it, here's your third most recent video, Botcher. I can't even remember what my third most recent video is, bro. Yeah, we come into it. What we're looking for is price to close above it, and then we use that same level, that same fair value gap as a flip zone to then buy up to that Asia high. I might actually jump in that gold buy if it closes above. Yeah, I'm not glad it's looking clean, innit? How much is your mentorship? $49, bro. $49. It's very, very cheap. This is what I'm saying about my mentorship, boys. I don't need a grand up front because what I teach is actually good. And plus, not only that, ours is actually a mentorship, so I go live with my members every single day from 6 AM to 8 AM. Every single day, boys. So not only do you get every single video, literally you get a video on breaker structure, change of character, order blocks, fair value gaps, breaker blocks, liquidity, time-based liquidity, quarterly theory, true opens, daily true opens, weekly true opens, momentum, everything, psychology, building a trading plan. Literally a video on everything you can really need in trading. Literally everything you need, and it's sectioned off the way we do it. So there'll be 5 sections on market structure. Watch all the videos, and then you do an online test. Obviously you do the test, and the test will be marked online automatically, and you'll see how many you get out of 10, and you're not allowed to move on until you get 10 out of 10. And that's the same for each section. Once you do market structure, pass the test, then you do liquidity, pass the test, and then you do points of interest, pass the test, and you do confluence concepts. Once you've done all of them, you then move on to my strategy videos, which is the actual strategy I teach. So yeah, I'm a bit different to most people who just teach you concepts. After that, I give you a specific strategy, which is trade during this time, this specific time, these 3 hours of the day, trade these specific pairs, these 3 pairs, wait for this exact thing, and then this thing, and then this, and then put your TP here, SL here. That is very, very specific, exactly what I do and exactly what I look for. Obviously it requires you to be not an idiot and actually screwed on as a person, but that's just something you're gonna have to sort it. Where can I message you, bro? Message me on Instagram, bro. Yeah, you can message me on Instagram, RichesFX. It's my Instagram, or just join my Discord and send me a DM. My name on Discord is Louis. You'll see my name there in gold. But yeah, and obviously that's the main stuff I do in my mentorship. And then obviously, as I was saying, it's actually a real mentorship. It's not just videos. So as you're working your way through all those videos, you're gonna then have my live streams every day from 6 to 8 at the crack of dawn, getting up. Cool. I'm looking at this level today, boys. These are the things to notice. These are the things to bear in mind. Talking you through exactly what you're looking at. You can obviously ask any questions you want. You have a full 2 hours to do that, as well as obviously all the videos, all the online tests and everything. People say, where can I buy that? Yeah, send me a message on Instagram, bro. My Instagram is RichesFX. If not, then just get in the Discord and send me a message. If someone can drop my Discord, that'd be sweet, and pin it. I don't know if Sesame's in here. But yeah, that's my Insta. If you want to send me a message on there. Discord as well. To be fair, Discord's literally discord.gg/this RichesFX. But you can find my Discord in my Insta anyway. Yo bro, you rate you're gonna hit TP. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? Oh yeah, cheers, El Slapper. El Slapper, I'm gonna give you mod quick. Don't abuse the power. Alright, just made you can ping comments now. Chat, let me know if anyone else wants to be mod. Okay, did not mean to do that. Yeah, boys, if you want my mentorship or signals, boys, just get in there. You can send me a message and talk about it if you want. My name is Louis. 210 man in here, W's in the chat. Big up to everyone. See how this one runs. I mean, we should, as we said, we should really just retest this 15-minute and go higher. The exact same thing we did here. So let's see. And then obviously move out of this high. Been moving pretty slow, but these last couple of days have been slow. Xavier, let me be mod. Not gonna lie, Xavier, I've never even seen you in here before. Is the mentorship one-on-one or pre-recorded videos? That's what I'm saying, man. It's both. As I said, it's both. We're live with our mentorship students every single day. As I said, every single day from 6 AM to 8 AM every single day. So you can ask whatever questions you want. Any question in the world you think of, you can ask. Any charts you want, you can send and we'll have a look at. You get 2 hours every single day. As well as, obviously, all the pre-recorded videos of my strategy and every concept. Like, if you're worried about not knowing a concept when you join me, there will be a video on that concept in it. There just will. There's so many, yeah, we've got a lot of content there. I can do mod, bro. You mean YouTube? I do mean on TikTok, to be fair. YouTube, I don't really need it because my chat's actually, like, TikTok chat is way, like, more ADHD than YouTube. But it's calm. I do rate the two differences. YouTube's way more chill. Do you have Discord? Yeah, my Discord's there, boys. And we do have Euro news at 1:30, so we want to be a bit careful. What pair, bro? It says down there, bro, this is Euro USD. Yeah, chat, make sure you get in the Discord. Best Discord in the UK, really. Even not in the UK, still the best. MetaTrader Dazri. Right, we've retested, have we tapped into 50% of it? Yeah, we have tapped into 50%, so now we really should see price start pushing up, really. Unless you want to come into this order block. That's the only thing. Why did you choose that candle for CRT yesterday? What one do you mean, bro? What, an EU? It's just, yeah, it's sort of the more you trade. I've been trading a long time, so I sort of you sort of just pick up on little things. But with CRT, the big candles are the one you want to focus on, because these are the ones that frustrate price trading within the same range. Right, that's why when we break out of it, it's clear that we seek to move to the other side. And I knew that we was trading not only within this big candle range, but this even bigger candle. Just look for the big candles, that's it really. Look for the big candles that we haven't broken out of. So then I saw this one, obviously we broke out of it, and then, so we first of all was biased with sells to the lows. After we completed it, we thought, by the way, this move here happened overnight after we hit the low. So we woke up in the morning and then we'd already rallied up here, so I thought, cool, if prices come all the way down here and then rallied up 100 pips, it's sort of telling me that it doesn't care about this low here, and in fact it's happy with this one here and now wants to rally up to this high here, right? So it sort of just disrespected this one because it just ran away from it essentially. So we'll see if we do want to come into the order block. Let me get rid of the middle line quickly. Move that across a bit now as well. I'm new to trading. How do you know what point of liquidity price will be going up? It's just time-based liquidity is the easiest thing, bro. Time-based liquidity. You got two main types of liquidity to care about: is internal and external liquidity, and time-based liquidity. If once you know those two to the T, the market becomes very, very easy for you to analyze. You need to make sure you're using timing with it though. Gonna let EU do its thing and go have a shower. Have a good one, bro. Sweet, Josh. Have a good one, bro. Should I ban the gurus or what? Nah, bro. Trizzy, it's calm. It's only mainly to ping comments and stuff like that. I'll just boot anyone out who needs to be booted. Yo, you catch a good entry. Bare females are following me, but they never comment. It's weird. And I come off the live chat and everyone's like, oh, not everyone, but what does it say? Yeah, the stats say 66% geezers, 33% women. And I never see a single woman comment. But I reckon 33% of them are just lurking in there. What's your thoughts on GU cells? Yeah, I wouldn't really be getting induced into GU cells. Overall, GU's just, I mean, the pound specifically has been very, very strong recently. I know it's had a slightly weaker day yesterday. But in terms of what we're seeing, what I'm seeing us tap into, obviously we tapped into this order block. So with our internal and external, so we've got our internal are just order blocks and fair value gaps. We've got our internal liquidity here, which we've tapped into. Once we tap into internal, we should rally to external. That's all price does, boys. You need to understand, price does nothing else other than go from internal liquidity to external liquidity to internal liquidity to external liquidity. It's all it does. It doesn't do anything else other than that. Not a thing else other than that. Once you realise that's the truth of the market, then it becomes easy. So once we tap into an internal point of interest, we know we must be heading for a high or a low because we've mitigated internal. So all we mean by internal is within the range, right? Internal liquidity means liquidity within the range. So if that's our low and that's our high, liquidity within the range. So that's going to be fair value gaps and order blocks. And external just means external to our range. So it's going to be above and below. So it's going to be that low and that high. Right, obviously we're bullish, so we're not really interested in that low. We're more interested in that high. So therefore we get the narrative, come into our order block and then buy up to our high. And then when you do see little black candles like that come through, you're not going to get induced and you're not going to be bullied into getting into a short when you're not needing to, because you sort of have a direction. You're only going to get in if we do sweep the low. Right, when we sweep the high, we're not really that interested. So when you use internal, external, it's the key really to a lot of things. But this is what I'll most likely be looking for, is a slow into this fair value gap and then a move higher. I wouldn't be interested in sells. There's not really that much space to sell down to anyway. 13 pips, man. Maybe there's a tiny bit of profit to be made. But if we look on the 1 minute, if we broke this low, yeah, we broke this low. So if you did want to short, you'd be shorting from, obviously, filled that imbalance there. And then you'd be wanting to get in off this order block right there. So that's what you'd be looking to get in on. And then, I mean, yeah, it's not the worst position in the world. It's just a risky one. It's just kind of overly risky. I don't really see the point of getting in this one. But it'd be there. Down to there. So 18 pips. 7 pips stop loss. Again, not saying that I'd be bothering to get in on. Yeah, 18 pip TP, 7 pip stop loss. Put some magnets to make it go up. Mate, if I had that power, I'd make us all be eating, don't worry. Looks like EU consolidate until ECB decision. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. See, look, we've already come back into it. It just shows how quick the momentum is to the upside. I've been doing this strategy with the magnets and I've already passed 2 funded accounts. Cool. You think you need to teach us that strategy, to be fair, or send me the link to buy them magnets. Just fuck me, will I spend a lot of money on them. Yeah, that's the Discord there, boys. Make sure you're getting in the Discord. My name on there is Louis. Make sure you send me a DM if you're interested in my mentorship or my signals. Either one. And believe me, boys, everything I do is extremely affordable. And I do everything on live, so I'm showing you, boys, everything I do live. As I do every single day, every single session. How much is your mentorship? $49, bro. $49. There's going to be people in the chat that are already members, so they can give their reviews if they want, say what they think about the mentorship. But yeah, man, it's unreal, I'll be honest. Like I said, you get a video on every single concept you see, like this line here, CRT, this line here, time-based liquidity, Asia liquidity specifically, this here, a fair value gap, this here, an inversion fair value gap, an order block, momentum going up. Everything you see, there's a video on everything you see. And as well as, like I said, boys, I go live every single day in the morning from 49 USD, bro. Come on, you're worth more than that. This is what I mean, boy. This is what I mean, bro. I could literally charge like 2, 3, 4 grand if I wanted to, but I'd rather build a community of absolute G's. And if everyone's paying monthly, it's way better, because it means if someone don't want to be there and you don't want to be here for the trading, leave, because we don't need dead wood in the team. You never want dead wood in any team. You're selling someone else's concepts, well, obviously. I'm gonna lie, mate. Unless you was born in like the early 1900s, everything's just remade. There's only certain ways you can look at a chart. Everything's repackaged, renamed, re-concept. But people really do overlook that. People do overlook that. It's about finding something that works for you. So there's a lot of concepts here. Some of them are ICT, some of them are CRT, some of them are Wyckoff, sorry. So for example, Wyckoff's been around for, I don't even know, what, 100 years? At least 100 years, I'm sure. Right, so Wyckoff's been around for 100 years, for example, versus ICT is style of trading, fair value gaps and all that. That's only been around for, what, 8 years, something like that. Then you've got CRT like this, which has only been around for about 2 years. So I'm not saying I invented these things, not at all, but it's about scouring around everything, all the information there, and using each concept which it works for you personally. It's a big thing for me, is what works for you personally. So you could copy ICT, for example, but he's probably not like you, unless you're like 50 years old, American, and really like slow speaking and like unless you're like that, you're probably not going to do too well if you trade what he trades to the T. So it's why you got to select things that actually work for you, and not just blatantly just copy someone. Is TGR's bootcamp a good place to start? Not really, bro. Wait, there's only one place to start, and that is with us, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because the way I break it down very simply for people. I think that's the difference. In depth but simple. TGR's too jokey. TGR's not hot, ain't really in it for real. He's already rich off crypto, like he didn't need to do anything. GU is not going to go that high, bro. Well, lucky this is EU, cures. Yeah, this is the EU. By the way, but as I said, I'm only looking at buyers on GU. I wouldn't be interested in getting in this. But as people wanted it, this is, as I said, this is what your position would really be. So don't hate me once this hits stop loss, because it is going to, which is why I'm telling you, only get into buyers. But I know people are still going to do it. Exactly as we wanted so far. We reacted off that 50% and we're moving up. I always thought there was some secret strategy every profitable trader used. For real, bro. For real, James. Mongezi, it's different, bro. So in the mentorship, it's going to be different. In the mentorship, I'll get on for the day and say, oh, cool. So what I'm looking for is this CRT low to be swept, and then I'm looking for buyers up to the high. The way I'm going to be looking for buyers is either for a change of character or for an inversion fair value gap. And obviously through your own learning and through you being screwed on, you're going to know exactly what I mean. And trust me, you will, innit? Nothing I say is going to confuse you when you're in a mentorship. As I said, I do test at the end of each section for that very reason. I don't want anyone to be confused. So as soon as you've done all the market structure videos I give you, there's an automatic, it's all online, so it's all through our website. You do the videos online, and then there's an automatic test. You have to get 100% of that test in order to move on, and you'll be surprised the amount of people don't get it. Right, and then you know that once you move on, you know market structure 100%. So when I tell you we're going to wait for this low to be swept and then have a change of character, there's no doubt in your mind, because it wouldn't have let you move on if you didn't know exactly what a change of character is. Versus the signals is going to be more like, cool, I just wait for it to happen. This is the entry, this is the stop loss, this is the TP. That's more what you're looking for, bro. See, signals is a more expensive thing. The mentorship's cheaper, so it depends if you're trying to learn or straight earn. It depends sort of what you're doing. I'm 3 weeks into learning and 5.3k down on a demo. Are you using the same account? If you're using the same account consistently, that is good. Because what most people do, boys, on demo accounts, yeah, is they'll make a demo and blow it, make a demo and then blow it and delete it and start again, and then make a demo and start winning. And as soon as they start winning, they'll just keep that account and keep trading it, and then like, oh, I'm so up. But it's like, yeah, because you reset it like 3 different accounts and was like, oh, but those ones didn't count now. So the fact you're actually sticking to one account the whole time is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, boys, I'm affiliated with Alpha Capital Group, so if you want to get funded with them, make sure you use the code RICHES at checkout, and I'll give you a nice discount code. Well, we'll give you a nice discount code, and if you message me after using it, then I'll give you a little free trial of something. But yeah, boys, make sure you are getting in the Discord. It's the best place to be. I also got a lot of stuff on my YouTube as well, boys. My YouTube is RICHES FX, same as that, just with FX on the end. Got a lot of case studies, a lot of daily bias videos, things like that. What are you saying, Em? How you doing, bro? Sesame's so quick with these, I swear to God. Yeah, that is my YouTube, boys. I've got a lot of decent stuff on there. I'm live on YouTube as well, by the way, boys, for you men are wondering. If you want to see my full face and full screen, you can do that, boys. Bro, how much monthly for the signals? Signals £100, bro. A bit more expensive. Louise, copy trading 1 million worth of accounts worth. Yeah, for sure. You can't really trade a £1 million account like 10 different accounts. It's just not possible. For GU, there's a daily CRT high that's been taken, so wouldn't we expect the price to? Nah, bro, because CRT is not just if the high has been taken, if the low has been taken. It depends, like, is the candle good for it? Is it a big candle? Does it have body to it? Was it a distribution candle? Does the candle actually have a point to it? Like, it wasn't just a random candle just sitting there. Have we been trading within that candle's range for a while? So, for example, here, this candle's range, if you look to when it formed, from here to here, see, we've been trading within this candle's range for 10 hours, right? Bear in mind, a candle range that only took... The candle range that only took 6 hours to form was trading in it for 10 hours, which shows us that was a distribution and there was an accumulation within it. And obviously on the higher time frame, this is going to be a big candle. It's actually got body to it, so I'll show you in the 8 hour. It's a big candle that's actually got length to it, right? Big, strong candle. So we took out the low, it's actually important. Whereas if it was a candle like this, we're not really that bothered. Right, we've retested this imbalance, so now we really should be breaking this high. If Price wants to pull his finger out, let's wait for it to do that. Come on, chat. How do you choose between EU and GU? I usually check EG. Yeah, me too, Arjun, to be fair. And plus, you want to go whatever one's correlating with the DXY the most. Nice trade, broski. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, boys, make sure you follow him. This is my second account, by the way. So I'm saying get in my Discord, because every time I'm live, I send an announcement out where I'm at. I'm live on the same YouTube account every time, obviously, but... yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Can you look at USD JPY? Is anyone trading USD JPY? I'll look at that in a sec. I just want to really wait until this breaks this high. Come on, boys. Everyone double tap the screen to give this trade good luck. Everyone double tap the screen, give this trade some good luck. Boom. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly as we said, boys. These inversion fair value gaps. Break through them, retest, move up. Break through them, retest, move up. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. So now we've got our next big fair value gap is here. So this is the next one. So next big fair value gap. This one's a lot bigger. So we'll see if price can just eat through that, just as we have done all the other ones. How many signals a week do you put in 100 per month? It depends, Adam, bro. So, thing is, Adam, with us, we're not affiliated with a broker or anything like that. A lot of people have like a broker deal where they have to put in a certain amount of trades per day or per week or per month. With us, it couldn't be further opposite from that. We are not affiliated with anyone. Everything we do is in-house. So I'll only send a trade if I'm personally taking a trade or if I see a really nice trade. Sometimes I'll send it and say, okay, this is a little bit more risky, boys, so only take this if you really want to take a risk or whatever. But yeah, it's not like a certain amount of trades per week or per month, because I'm only sending trades I'm putting on my funded accounts, the trades I'm willing to put £1,000 on myself, £2,000 on myself. So you're pretty much getting a lot more honest signals rather than just, oh yeah, go on, buy gold now, buy this, da da da. You know what I mean? All that rubbish is just for commission. People aren't actually got your best interests in mind. I've got your best interest in mind. If I don't see a trade, if the market looks terrible for me for 2 whole weeks and I don't see a single trade for 2 whole weeks that I am going to put my £2,000 on to risk, then I'm not going to give it to you guys for you to risk. Put it that way. If I see a trade, if I see 3 in a week and all 3 of them are looking beautiful for me to risk my own dough on, then yeah, that's when I'll send them in. So it's very different to how most people do it. As I said, boys, you can send me a message. You can send me a message ideally on Instagram or on Discord. And by the way, boys, you might have seen this trade from the start of the live, not gonna lie. And everything I do anyway is on live, so you might know I don't hide from anyone, any of the results or anything like that. You lot would know surely if I'm a dead trader by now. I've been in bear signal groups and they're all shit. The results on Richess signals are elite, bro. Big up True Traders, appreciate that. That's what I'm saying, True Traders spitting true facts. But yeah, boys, if anyone does want mentoring or signals, when will you go live again? So my name is Louis. I go live for the London session, and then Mace, who's I do the group with, he'll be live for the New York session. So I go live at 8:30 and he'll go live at 12:30. So every time 8:30 I'll be live, and then if you want someone else as well, 12:30 Mace will be live as well. And then remember, boys, 6 AM to 8 AM right in the morning, that's when I'm live with my mentorship students. How are you, Lou? Feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling better, bro. I can't lie. I'm feeling better, especially after last night. So Mace goes live on your TikTok. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So Richess is the group we have together. Nice distribution, though, that, man. Really nice. As we said, them inversions just working beautifully. Yeah, it's kind of cool, boys. We've been best mates since we was like 2 years old. We've always used to plan out businesses and stuff like that. We've travelled the world together, pretty much, done everything. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, boys, if you join my Discord and you want to chat to me, my name is Louis. But you'll see us both. We've got Louis and MMFX. My name's Louis. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them again. Fincar, yeah, bro. Is it true, the bigger the FEG, the easier it is to break through? I haven't heard that, bro. Not in my opinion, no. Not in my opinion. Bro, check Discord. Right, sweet, let me check Discord. Yeah, if you've messaged me on Discord or Instagram, boys, I'll respond ASAP. If you're talking to me about the signals, it's better to just say signals, and it's better if you want to talk to me about the mentorship, it's better to just say mentorship at the end of what you've said, or as a separate message, just so when I'm hovering above it, I know what it is. Can you do a trade breakdown? I can. I mean, to be fair, I've broken down this a fair bit. But if you do want to see trade breakdowns, bro, go on my YouTube, Richess Effects. I've got a fair few on there. Go on my YouTube and go on one of the videos called like how to trade London session, how I trade London session, how I cook London session, something like that, and you'll see the way I trade, bro. Obviously, if you want fully how to do it with everything included, mentorships to place. Like I said, I could easily charge like 5 bags. Yeah, someone put a link to my YouTube, please, for C Hot. Joining the mentorship and learning before jumping straight into trades is a smarter move. Yeah, for real, Sesame. GU shorts. Let's have a look at GU. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, them GU shorts are actually running pretty well now. Let's see how they do. I'll be honest, if this one hits TP as well, I don't want to ever hear anyone fade me in the comments. Well, let me, since I've been too much, oh, fair play. Yeah, when his thing's cooled down, he'll comment it again, bro. Literally, I don't want anyone to fade me, boys, ever again. There's just no point. Obviously, we are at a decent point. How many RR? Yeah, we're at like 1, yeah, pretty much 2 RR up. Oh. Interesting to see where the DXY is going to go. Been moving in the same direction as as EU really. Obviously had that inversion, retraced, reacted off it, had the other inversion, reacted off it, and now we've got this bigger one down here to come into. So I'm really seeing similar things. GU is obviously just the one where we're not really seeing any similarities, but I've been saying this about GU recently. Like this GU one's looking. It's a nice 15-minute candle, I'm not gonna lie. Why is GU so weak? GU and EU have been very uncorrelated these last couple of days. Very uncorrelated. Pin the YouTube link. Where is it? Yeah, someone comment the YouTube link and pin it, boys. Okay, I'll be there. Perhaps after growing my account, I can join your mentorship. Sweet, bro. Hi, mate. Trading bot video on the. Oh yeah, Big Zoo. Send me a message about that, bro. Send me a message if you want that. Alright, let us. Did you actually comment it though? I can pin it if you comment it. Oh, sweet. Don't let you say TikTok link, YouTube links. Makes sense. Oh, mate. Please excuse me, boys. I'm bare real right now. Can you zoom out your chart? I'll be right, I actually can't actually zoom out much more. Oh, you mean the actual chart? I thought you meant like my camera recording the chart. Trying to message you on TikTok about the bot, but it says I need to be your friend. Oh, let me follow you, bro, so you can do it. Oh, it's because you're private, bro, that's why. Just message me on Instagram instead. Anyone wants to message me on Instagram, Richess FX, or join the Discord and message me. My name is Louis. You'll see me as soon as you get into the lobby. So if you message me on Instagram, if it don't let you message me on here, there's a Discord. Join a Discord and message Louis. I'm gonna see it quickest on Discord, I'll be real. Oh, you're an Arsenal fan? Yeah, bro, I am. GBPCHF is dropping hard, bro. Fair play. You in shorts? Why is the 9 AM candle significant on your chart on EU? Let's have a look. What do you mean, bro? Like, I'm not really too sure what you mean. I'm being honest. Come on. How do you enter trades through TradingView, like TradeLocker, for example? You got to connect them. It's through actual TradeLocker. You just connect your TradingView to TradeLocker. But I use MetaTrader anyway. I think it's easier. Yeah, bro. In shorts, GU is messing around. No, for real. EG closed the daily to open. Yeah, as we said, to be fair, I was waiting for that inversion, which we've had. Yeah, fair play. If you're getting in shorts with daily to open, fair enough. Where is the daily to open at? I'll have a bit of that. A bit of a bang on 10 to 1. It's to do with the area filling inside. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about what is negation. Oh yeah. 200 people in there, Louis. Fair play. I'll be right. There's been 200 the whole time. I want to see how many man's actually been here. Boys, double tap the screen though. Let's get some likes in this beach. Just consolidating right now. Got about 10 minutes left of the kill zone. We've set ourselves up really nicely on all pairs though, I'm not gonna lie. Really nicely. Heavily in profit on EU. If you did get on that GU, you're a little bit in profit, but it looks decent. And then EG as well is coming up to that CRT. So either way, you're gonna be up today. Either way. But I mean, EU was obviously what we was looking at. That EU long. Gold long if it breaks. Yeah, I mean gold long regardless, man. I'll be honest. Where you drew the orange line from New York session, is that the 9 AM candle? Alright, this one here. So this is the 8-hour CRT. So that's actually been closed and confirmed. So we have this candle, got the high and the low. Price took out the high and closed within. So we want the rest of the candle to just continue down to that low. Just sit basic CRT really. Yeah, I mean ideally you get in like above the candle open is the best place to get in for CRT. So like if this is the candle open, you want to ideally get in above there, which is actually bang in line with that order block, which is beautiful. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie boys, sells are looking creamy. Obviously you had that inversion which failed, so we'll see if price wants to retap that and continue. I'm interested to see if this one taps in. How far away are we? Oh, I get you, I've never used the 8 hour. Yeah, bro. I do use the 8 hour. I do quite like the 8 hour. 7 pips. Don't use MACD now, bro. No MACD. No MACD for me unless I'm getting a Big Mac, mate. MACD in 2025 is egregious. Oh. Are you scalping or going in long term? Is this guy AI? More scalping, bro. It's day trading, really, but big word, now for real. Egregious. It's DXY Sam. EG actually looks very, very nice though. I'll lie to you. Bro's asking chat, chat GPT for questions. Yeah, for real. What commodity is this? Nah, boys, we've actually made it. We've actually got a bot. Just followed you on IG and YouTube. Big up yourself. Aga herself. Big up. What commodities? It says down there, bro. Bro, what do you trade? EU, GU and EG, bro. Bottom right, yeah, he's in the bottom right. Come on. Can you do a quick breakdown of your EU trade? What I'll do it after, boys. I'll do it after the live and post it on YouTube, so you lot can watch it fully. EG, I find gold is the best for day trading and scalping. Tom, do you enjoy doing human activities like eating food and walking? This has got to be an AI, right? Yeah, it is an AI. Dead internet theory, mate. No worries, Bobby. Can you see a bullish trendline break on GU 1 hour? GU's a very difficult one. I mean, I'm really high time frame bullish on GU. So GU's it's a bit tricky, really. Yeah, GU's a bit tricky. As I said, I'm bullish on GU. I want us to continue moving up off of this order block to our external high. However, right now it's looking potential that we're going to get decent shorts down into that fair value gap. So sells to that fair value gap to then long. It's labour intensive, but gets almost guaranteed results with day trading. No, it's definitely not guaranteed, Mr. AI. It's definitely not guaranteed. To be fair, you're quite good. You can actually recognise what I'm saying back to you. Fair play, Tom. On EG, but yeah, it's definitely not guaranteed. On EG and EU moving in the same direction. Nah, man, they are, well, EG and EU. I mean, not really, no. Not massively. Bear in mind, EU and GU is mainly ruled by the dollar. That's sort of like what dictates where we're going, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know, we got 2 spaces, could just be a real life bot. Tom, you should send me a DM, bro. Seems like you've got that AI strat. Sounds good, bro. Send me a message, because if I took 40 trades, I definitely would lose more than 2 of them. Do you ever use DXY for bias? Yeah, for sure, bro. Hello, Blash. What you saying, bro? Ain't EG respecting area, retesting lower, low, and created FEG. Yeah, we're mainly trading the daily true open strategy, which is a specific strategy really, plus CRT. So we've got this CRT high which was swept, and then really as soon as it was swept, sort of started to move down. So we are sort of hoping that we can fill the daily true open and then come lower, complete that. We may move up after that, but yeah, we really see us coming lower. Bear in mind we do have Euro news though, so that could absolutely mix up the market completely. We haven't really moved in a while. We've got 3 minutes left of the kill zone. Can gold go to 3,000, brother? No, well, not. It's not going to go down that much, no. In my opinion. Yeah, again, we're still waiting for the same thing on gold. We tapped into this fair value gap on the 4 hour. So yeah, we are bullish. Taking out the Asia low. All we're waiting for is confirmation that we are in fact ready to reverse. So there's two things you can really use. We've either got this 15-minute fair value gap here. So price should come into that and move lower if we're truly bearish. If not, we'll come above and close. If we close above, we're going to use this as our buy, stop loss, TP. Boom. And then the other way is obviously on the 1 minute, we've got highs and lows. So to wait for a break of the high. So for example, we got low, high, low, high, low. So here we broke the low, here we broke the low. So really, in order to continue this bearish momentum, we need to again break the low. So we're waiting for us to break the high, which will confirm a move or a change in trend or a change of character or a market structure shift, whatever your fucking mentor calls it. Yeah, not much movement though, to be fair, boys, recently. How can you be almost certain of daily bias? Sometimes I just get the daily directional bias wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty good at getting daily bias. It's one of the things I'm best at in terms of my trading. I'll tell you what, go to my YouTube and watch. I've got a video on my YouTube. My YouTube's Riches FX, just same as that with FX at the end. And it says, it's called How I Find Daily Bias in 30 Seconds. So if you struggle with finding daily bias and you want to step by step do this, then this, then this, then this, then go on my YouTube and watch that video, How to Find Daily Bias in 30 Seconds. Fair enough, Tom, mate. That's pretty unreal. It's way too consistent to be true in my opinion, but if you say so, mate. Bro, love the way you break down the charts. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, by the way, as well, if you want to see me beautiful face and see my whole chart. To be fair, I'm going to jump off in a minute anyway. So yeah, boys, I do trade from 7 to 10, 7 AM to 10 AM. That's when me and my members trade. And after that, we jump off and enjoy the rest of the day. It's as simple as that, really. As simple as that. We're waiting for a retest of this 15-minute. So yeah, if you, as I said, boys, if you do want to trade similar to the way I trade, watch my YouTube. I've got mentorship and signals within the Discord. But yeah, boys, just letting you know, this is my name is Louis on the Discord, and you'll see me as Louis. I'll go live for the London session, and Mace goes live for the New York session. So Louis for London session, Mace for New York. So there'll be someone else for New York, but you're in safe, capable hands, boys, don't worry. Alright, boys, I think I'm going to jump off now, but I appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, and gifts if there was any. Get info about local elections. But yeah, boys, I appreciate you all tuning in. Been on for 2 hours, really, so that's pretty much when we call it a day. Discord's there, boys. If you want mentoring or signals, remember, send me a message. My name is Louis on there. Enjoy your day, everyone. Yeah, everyone have a good day. Jump on for 12:30. I'll be checking my DMs on Instagram and TikTok and Discord, boys. So make sure you're sending me a message now. Make sure you're sending me a message now. Alright, keep it real, boys. I'll catch you in the next one. Sweet. That was a 30 live. Don't forget that EU breakdown. Yeah, I will. I will do that, boys. I'll do that EU breakdown. Obviously, hopefully it actually TPs. It's sort of slowing around right now, but that's just the DXY. We know we sort of want the DXY to test this fair value gap. And it's to test this fair value gap and move ideally. Either one of those. But I think we are going to have to come into this. So we should come down a little bit first anyway. We might want to just fill this imbalance quickly. And then see. But yeah, boys, appreciate you tuning in on YouTube as well. Obviously, thanks for the likes, comments, subscribes, shares, all of that. How many subscribers am I on right now? 1.15k, banging. How many likes are we on? Everyone drop a like on the stream as well. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in, boys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Big up to you, man. Actually, not next video. 8:30 I'll be live tomorrow, or Mace will be live at 12:30 in a couple of hours time, boys. So have a good one, and I'll see you in a bit. Sweet.